Today we have the brand new MG ZS 2025 model Hybrid Plus, and in this video we will do the test drive and I will give you all the feedbacks about how is to drive this new MG ZS Hybrid Plus, one of the most interesting full hybrid system that you can buy on the market, and I will explain you in this video why I think that. I think it's also one of the best. It comes in a nice combination, which I will give you in a second, more technical data. Also, if you want to see the full review, the static review, interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, space, I have a separate video on my channel. Definitely check out that video as well. Also, if you are in Romania and Bucharest, if you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, check out Meet Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so definitely check them out. They are super nice. They already have the car, so you can go there and test drive it. This is the key, by the way, simple key with MG logo on the back. The rims, we have 18-inch rims on this model, ventilated brake disc on the front, normal brake disc on the rear, and this is the top of the range version. This is the exclusive version. Keyless entrance, of course. It comes also with electric folding mirrors. Also, you have this button here to unlock the doors. The interior look lovely. You have kind of two combination of the interior depending on the trim level that you choose. Because this is the top of the range version, we have this artificial leather, so it's a synthetic leather, but the quality it's pretty good. It comes with heated seats, also perforated seats. This is super useful in the summer. Normal pedals, even on the exclusive version. Let me go inside. Electric adjustable seats, as you can see here, but more about that we will talk in the review video. I will leave the key here for a while. Let me put the seat belt and start the engine, so the car will be a little bit warm. Outside it's crazy cold today. I think it's around 1 degrees or something like that. I don't know if I can see where it's 3.5 degrees outside. A little bit earlier was colder, was like 1 degrees outside. Also, I want to give you some technical data before we start driving. In the meanwhile, the petrol engine will run a little bit, so it can get warm, so that's also recommended, at least when you have combustion engine on the car. So the version that I have with me is the top of the range version. That means the price of the car, 27,800 euro. It's an amazing price for a compact SUV in this class, under 30,000. It's a super price, and you will see, because it comes with a lot of safety features and comfort features, and we will test also the autopilot. You will see on the highway. We will go on the city, on the highway, and you will see that. The engine, 1.5 liter, 4 cylinders in line. It's a 102 horsepower petrol engine combined with one electric motor, which is more powerful than the petrol engine, 136 horsepower. It's a very interesting hybrid system. I will explain you in a second. 3-speed automatic gearbox. Total power of the car, 197 horsepower, 343 newton meters. Consumption around 5.1 liter. We will test it in this video. And the battery capacity, it's an NMC lithium battery, 1.8 kilowatt hour. Also, the weight of the car, 1,420 kilograms, CO2 emission 115 grams, turning circle 10.5 meters, is pretty good. I will show you that. And the top speed of the car, 168 kilometers per hour. It comes with McPherson independent suspension on the front and torsion bar suspension on the rear, and of course it comes with 7-year warranty or 150,000 kilometers. Actually, let me explain you a few things before we start driving. First of all, I will drive with a climatic system on 22 degrees, level 1 manual, not on automatically. It's more than enough. Now it's already warm inside. Other than that, this is the navigation. The screen, I will explain you a little bit more. I will leave it like that. But here on the digital cockpit, I want to explain you a few things. The car comes with 3 different regeneration mode. So from here, because I already save on this star here, you can see down there, you can choose between 1, 2, 3. So 1, it's the lowest, middle, and then 3 is the most strong recuperation. So when you release the acceleration, the car will recuperate the energy back into the battery. Surprisingly, it's as powerful as a full electric car, so it's extremely good setup. I was surprised to see that on a full hybrid you have this option. Plus, you can change different driving modes from here, from this mode button. So here you have this sport mode, eco mode, or normal mode. We will drive in all 3 different driving modes. I will explain you. Electronic handbrake. This is the start engine button. It looks super cool. And here is the gear selector, which is amazing. It looks like an Audi one or anyway, it feels also amazing. You go in the front, you have the reverse, you have 360 degrees camera here, which the resolution is very, very good. I really like it. And you can also zoom in a little bit in the front and on the rear. That's super cool. And then this is the parking button. Here you have some place for your phone, some USB ports, which I will show you later. And the cockpit can be also somehow customized, so you can see different information in the front there, from consumption to this energy flow that shows you how much battery you still have right now and what happened with the energy in real time. Right now the petrol engine is running and it's charging the battery, which is almost full. And also you can see here the power meter, and you can see consumption, but you can go on the right side to see the brightness level. You can see also the lane assist and assistant view. I will show you when we go on the highway. And then here you can see the pressure, or if the car have some errors. And then yeah, that's it. And I will leave it like that because I want to reset the consumption first. Let me reset it. Okay, perfect. Let's drive it. Press the brake, put it in drive, and right now let's try to turn around in this tight place. It's a little bit sunny today, so because it's sunny, yeah, I hope you can see well. I really like the fact that it shows you those lines and the bird eye view, so you know if you can turn around the car. So the good part is that because it has this 10.5 meter turning circle, you can turn it in small spaces without any problem. Very good visibility, by the way, around the windows. This A pillar, it's a little bit higher, which allow you to have amazing visibility around the windows. Even in the mirror up here in the back of the windows, great visibility. Yeah, you know, you win when it comes to visibility. It's amazing. But on the highway, we will go right now and you will see that you can hear a little bit of wind noise. So the wind noise and the sound insulation have to suffer a little bit. So you can have everything. You can have amazing visibility and great aerodynamic, and in the same time have also fantastic sound insulation. It's possible, but not in this price range. Imagine 27,000 for a brand new car with 7 years warranty and a lot of safety features, and it's impressive. It's still impressive. Also the steering wheel, we are in eco mode right now, and the steering wheel is pretty light, so you can change the level of feeling when it comes to steering wheel. I will go on the left side, but the steering wheel, it's pretty nice setup. It's pretty light. It's easy to go around in the city, at least when you go in normal mode or eco mode. And then when you go in sport mode, it's a little bit stiffer, so you can feel that it's becoming a little bit stiffer, and the pedals become a little bit more sensitive. Now another thing that I like very much is the auto hold function, because it comes with auto hold function, and you can see the electronic handbrake here. The thing is that, look at this, accelerate, and if I press the brake, it's engaging so good. It's here you can see the quality, because the pedals feel extremely good quality. It's extremely good link to the power, to the system, so you don't hear any clutch, you don't hear any noises. It's just, look at it, it's so smooth. You don't have to press the brake all the way down. It's just engaging super fast, so you can definitely trust it. From here, from those buttons, you can activate the autopilot. I will show you when we go on the highway as well. And you can see also on the front, on the cockpit, you can see this energy flow that shows you what happened with energy in real time. And you can see right now we have almost a full battery, and the petrol engine is still running in this moment. But you will see that most of the time, because you have this full hybrid system, most of the time in the city, as long as you have battery, the car is capable of driving in electric mode, only in electric mode. So the car can drive, this is the amazing part, the car can drive in electric mode, can drive only in petrol mode, can drive in electric mode but being charged by the petrol engine, or the petrol engine can send the energy to the electric motor, and then the electric motor drive the wheels. So it has all these combinations, so that's why it's a full hybrid, because it has a lot of combination. Here is the regenerative level, you can choose the high. You have also a lot of features here, safety features, MG pilot here. Look at this, how many safety features it comes with. It's impressive. much more than the previous version. And this is really good. Also, as long as you drive at low speeds, the sound insulation is fine. But when you go on the highway, and we will do that, I tested yesterday, you start to hear a little bit of wind noise and a little bit of noise from outside. You know, there are so many cool things like the steering wheel. Even though it's in ecological leather, it feels fantastic. The quality is great. I love the center console, the way it looks, the armrest, soft material here. Even here you have soft material, surprisingly, on the door. So in this price range, it feels really well built and smart built, and it looks also great and modern. Digital cockpit, digital multimedia, and it's impressive. The doors sound good when you close it. You have electric adjustable seats, heated steering wheel, a lot of stuff. And yeah, the car you can have everything perfect. Now, when it comes to suspension, you have independent McPherson suspension on the front, but on the rear you have torsion bars, so they are not independent moving on the rears. And sometimes you can feel that when you go over big bumps. You feel that on the rear you have those torsion bars, but it's fine most of the time, as long as you don't go in big bumpy roads. Most of the time you will be just fine. So regarding that, I wouldn't worry too much, but it's something that it's worth saying and worth noticing. We will test it in this video a little bit later as we go in the video. We go on the highway, we drive a little bit faster, and then we go in the city. I like the fact that because you have this electric motor right now, look at this, right now we drive only in electric mode. You can see with blue the graphic there, and it's so quick, man. I mean, it's because you have this electric motor that's super powerful. You start so quick, and the free speed automatic gearbox, you barely feel it. You can feel a little bit, or you can hear a little bit of revving on the petrol engine, but only when you try to push it harder. When you press the acceleration in sport mode and you want to push it harder, then you hear it. But otherwise, as long as you drive normal or a little bit more dynamic or a little bit more aggressive, the car, it's reacting extremely smooth, extremely good. The transition between regenerative brake and physical brake, the transition between driving in petrol and in electric, it's really good. It's really good. I was surprised, to be honest. I was surprised. You can see right now the petrol engine was running a little bit, and now the electric motor. But the driving feeling, it's like you're driving an electric car. I'm impressed with the engine because it's not noisy. I mean, you barely hear it, as I said, just sometimes, but most of the time it's extremely silent. I want to activate autopilot as well, and I want to show you how it works. If I can move on the other lane, if this guy will let me move here, and now I can activate it from here, you know. I can set the speed from here, set it to 80, just like that, and then you can see the car stays between the lanes. It's accelerate, it's braking. You can see the cars around there in the front. It's crazy impressive. I mean, in this price range you have the same levels of assistance systems as you have it on the cars that cost over 50,000 euro. So you see, that's why it's great, the competition. That's why it's good to have some more brands on the market, because they came with good price, they came with good technology. The competition, it's great. The competition is the only thing that make the things moving forward and motivate people, you know, competition. And look at this. I mean, MG come with this ZS at 27,000, right? A compact SUV with all this technology like autopilot, and you can see it works pretty fine. It stays between the lanes really good. Also the screen, it's positioned fine. I wish to be a little bit tilted to the driver so you can see it a little bit better, because it's kind of straight. You can have everything perfect, but in general I'm crazy impressed with what they did with this car, you know. There are a few things here and there which can be better, you know, but not things to complain a lot, you know. There are some small things, if that makes sense. But you can see right now the car, it's still driving itself, still accelerate, brake, keep the distance, so on, and it stays between lanes. Lovely visibility around the windows. You have the blind spot view monitoring in the corner of the mirror. Driving at 100 km/h up to here, the sound insulation, it's good. Over 100 km/h, it start to hear some wind noise from here and here, so the aerodynamic of the car is not perfect, so also the sound insulation can be better. But in general it's really well built, it's really well made, the car, so I wouldn't complain too much. So you can see right now it's still keeping the distance between the car in front. We are in eco mode right now. We can switch from here, the driving mode. Let's go to sport mode, normal, one more time, sport mode. And right now we are in sport mode, and immediately when you move to sport mode, you will see that when you press the acceleration, it will react differently. Let me take the control. I just take the control, and oh boy, I already feel, I pressed the acceleration, it gave me the power. You can see right now, you can hear the engine a little bit rev on, but now at 120 you start to hear a little bit of wind noise from outside, but not something serious. I mean, it's fine, it's decent. If you hear some music, it's totally fine. But yeah, you hear it, and 130 and so on, you can hear it even more. Now we have level 3 recuperation. That means if I release the acceleration pedal, the regeneration, it's strong, so it's almost like a one pedal drive, and you don't have to use the physical brake. This is the advantage, because you don't have to use as often the physical brake, and that means you change it at a longer period, so you don't have to change the brake calipers and the brake discs as often as on the normal combustion engine car, so you save some money around there. You can see right now I'm not going to press the brake, but the car, it's acting like it's braking, right? So it's fantastic. Also, the way it stays on the curves, it's pretty good. You have quite good side support on the seats, so it's quite nice. It's a front wheel drive, but it feels like it gripped pretty cool. It still feels pretty light, pretty agile. Right now in sport mode, the steering wheel, it's a little bit stiffer. It has a little bit of delay to the wheels. It's not super direct to the wheels like a sporty car, but it's fine. It's fine. I tell you, it's totally fine. And yeah, I like it. I really like it. Let me change this view. I want to change the view. I want to show you what happened with energy, like that. Right now we still have 80% battery. The petrol engine is running right now, but you can see it's running really smooth, really silent. Even in traffic, you can activate the cruise control and the car will kind of keep the distance and stay behind there. So it's pretty cool. I'm so happy that finally we have some entry-level cars, SUVs with a lot of technology, and this is really good, because not everybody have the money to buy a 50,000 euro car to have all the safety features, and I'm happy that I see the manufacturers come with lower prices. Now, from my point of view, there are two places where they can improve in the future. On the suspension, they can do a better job, and on the sound insulation. Otherwise, I find it perfect. They're decent, they're fine, but they can improve, you know. But otherwise, I really like the car. Now we are still in sport mode, and this gear shifter, gear shift in 3 speeds, man, I barely feel when it's changing, or I don't even know what he's doing there. I mean, I'm just driving the car. It feels like linear. It feels like, I don't know, like a CVT, something like that, but it's not as noisy as a CVT. It's just sometimes, and I will show you right now when I will accelerate on the highway. It's kind of sunny and the sun hitting the car is not so fun, but I will show you right now when you want to accelerate a little bit more aggressive. You see, for a while, when you accelerate aggressively, for a while, you hear the engine rev on and then it gives you the power. It has a little bit of delay and then it's fine again. It's, you know, for a while you feel like a CVT and then again, you know, like revving on, changing, again, good. So it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Now driving along on the highway, stability is pretty good, 120, it sits good on the road. It still feels a little bit soft. The suspension and the curves is not super stable, but it's just fine. I mean, it's more than okay. Doesn't feel heavy, it feels still light, but this is a good thing in some situation and not so good in other situations, but overall it's doing super fine. And we can switch the driving mode. So we go in eco. Right now we are in eco mode, and immediately when I press the acceleration in eco mode, the car and the pedal is different. It gives you the power much more smoother, much more silent, much more slower. So when you are in eco mode and you accelerate, everything will come slower and you won't hear that revving so hard, you know. We will go out and drive a little bit in the city as well. And right now I'm still having the level 3 regeneration, so I'm kind of playing with only with one pedal. This is such a good advantage if you're not ready to go for a full electric car. Having this advantage of feeling like you're driving an electric car and having recuperation, regeneration, and some energy is not lost, it's used later, and you can see the car will use the energy here when we go in the city, which is great. Also, the steering wheel becomes much more lighter, and we are switching to electric mode. No, right now it's working in a mix mode. It's still in a mix mode because we have half battery. We lost some battery at acceleration up there on the highway, so the car wanna now, I think, wanna recharge a little bit, and then you will see it goes back to electric. Going in roundabouts, easy, good visibility, good position of driving. It's perfect. It's really perfect. Also, driving at those kind of speeds, around 50 km/h, is doing fantastic, the car. Over small to medium bumps is doing super fine. You don't know it's a torsion bar on the rear, but when you go over bigger bumps or speed bumps, I will show you a little bit later, then you feel the difference, then you start to feel it. But overall, it's a very well built car. I didn't expect to be that well made. And right now we are rolling only in electric mode. You can see down there in the front, rolling electric, only electric on this area here. So I think for my calculation, for my test, I think around, or I guess between 50% and 70% of the time in the city as driving in this kind of situation, you will drive in electric mode. You see, in the front they are super good, and then you go in the back and you feel a little bit different and stiffer regarding the suspensions. But yeah, that's probably most of the people will never notice that. They wouldn't know. Only if you test a lot of cars, and only if you know what you looking, you will find out that. But and now here also in Romania, the streets are not that good. We have a lot of bumps here, and the streets are definitely not good. But if you're driving in Switzerland or in Germany, right, so the streets are really, really good almost everywhere, almost perfect, then you won't notice, you never notice the suspensions, because the streets are so good. And I remember I brought the car from Switzerland, an Audi A3 with I think it has 150,000 kilometers. Anyway, a lot of kilometers. And when I go to the service with the car, the mechanic says like, oh my god, this car was sitting in the garage or what? How they drive. And the thing was, because in that country the roads are so perfect in Switzerland, like so good roads, and you never drive too fast. You have speed limits and you have perfect roads. The car keep a long period of time in good conditions, even the suspensions, articulations, and even the filters and the engine as well. So right now you can see we are in electric mode. So the car is running super smooth, super nice around the town. You're driving like that, extremely silent, extremely nice. Now we can go out here over the bumps. Yeah, here you won't notice on this area. Here you're definitely not noticing that. But overall it's running really smooth. I like also very much the steering wheel shape, the fact that it's flat up and down. You have such a nice grip. It feels special, it feels interesting, and I like it. And also when you take the curve, you have very good grip. I definitely like it a lot. This is the speed limit warning. You can also deactivate, very simple, from the multimedia screen, from the setting. I can show you that also. I like how quick it is, because it starts with the electric motor in the beginning. It gives you so fast the power, so the acceleration between 0 to 50 or 0 to 60, it's super quick. You start the first from the stoplight, and now you see we go downhill here. The great advantage is that we recuperate some energy. I really like this level 3 recuperation. I mean, I just use it like that. I don't feel like I want to change it. But if you change to go to level 1, for example, right now I release acceleration, and you can see it still recuperate a little bit of energy, but most of the time it's going to roll, you know, it's just rolling, and then you have to press the brake, and when you press the brake, the car will recuperate some energy. But I think level 2 or level 3 depend. If you drive on the highway long distances, I recommend you to go on level 1 or maybe level 2. But if you go in the city like I'm driving today, level 3 will be the perfect one. And you can see at low speeds, when you turn the signal, the cameras will turn on as well, which is super cool. Turning circle, it's great. You can turn around the car in small spaces, super easy. And at low speeds you can see the cameras, even the side camera. Maybe you need it to see when you go around other cars or around certain obstacles. So it's pretty good feature. Right now the petrol engine and the electric motor work together, but you can see they are quite silent. Very good visibility in the mirror, in the side mirrors, and everywhere around the car. You have super good visibility. So super fine. You can see here low speed and turn signal at low speed. Come on, I think I have to be under 10 km/h or something like that. Let's see, going around, and yeah, the cool part is that it's super agile, so you can go in small spaces without any problem. Anyway, let me show you the cameras and how you can park the car. So for example, you go here, man, I like so much this stalk, it's so cool. You go in reverse, press it forward, you have the lanes, right? And then you can see wider, or you can see the lanes. You have the bird eye view here, so you can see what happened in the back. You can see also in the mirrors, but it's extremely easy to park it. It's light, resolution of the cameras are good. And that's it. Look at this, just perfect. It's super easy, put it in park. I love the fact that ergonomy, it's good, physical buttons for every single function, it's extremely good. Oh, consumption, let's see the consumption, guys. Let me show you. Go around here. Where is it? 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 Come on, I forget. I think it's here. No, I think it's here. No, I think it's here. Yes, here it is. From start. Right. 6 liter consumption. Pretty good with a climatic system on 22 degrees. It's cold outside, it's kind of winter, so the numbers are pretty good from my point of view. So that was the video, guys. That was the test drive with a brand new MG ZS. I waited for such a long time. I was so curious to see this car. I think it's a fantastic budget SUV car. Very well made. It's not perfect, but it's extremely well made, and the most important stuff seems to be quite good here. Love the car. Definitely check out the full review video, because there you can get more information about the interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia, and so on. I will try to go deeper in detail, plus some extra technical data and information. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. Thank you very much to all of you for being here. Yeah, stay close, stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. And by the way, if you wanna see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, if you are in Romania, if you are in Bucharest, definitely check out Meet Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are super nice. They will help you with everything. So like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.